It's the sound, they wrestling all around. In the ring, no hold down. Here we go, pound for pound. Feel the heat in the air. Every move, no despair. Trenching crowds everywhere. Hear the echo if you dare. Yeah, you're listening to wrestling tracks. Feel the snap. Play it back. In the spotlight we shine, every match on the line. Hear the bell, it's our time. Moments ours, that's the sign. Fly high, hit the mat, no retreat, that's a fact. Every slam, every whack, take a breath, don't look back. History on display, every night, every day. Feel the roar, can't delay. In this ring, we all stay. We all stay.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wrestle Tracks. I got the lovely, the beautiful, the talented Michelle. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Now, in a different format, if you ever heard, well, I'm gonna call it adult audio cinema, Wildflower Phoenix, and this, let me tell you something. You gotta be 18 and older, but other than that, she is like, damn.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
I'm like, I want to ask you this right here. Like, you were a wrestler fan at one point in your life, then you said, "Nah, it's not for me anymore." Like, you watch it every once in a while. So I'm gonna do two things.
Another story.
Yeah, like we're gonna do like you take wrestling then, I'll take wrestling nowadays, and also the Royal Rumble.
Okay.
We'll talk about the Royal Rumble a few weeks ago, and whatever comes to mind. So tell me the whole story.
So, thank you. So, okay, growing up. I mean, I was the only child for a while. Like, I'm the oldest. It's just me and my brother. Well, I do have a half sister, but for a while I was just the oldest, and so. I am definitely a daddy's girl, and so my father was just like really big on wrestling, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it was just one of those things that was just like father-daughter. Like I hung out with my dad a lot, like movies and wrestling, like that's all it was. So like all those old school matches with like Hulk Hogan and Macho Man, Randy Savage, all of those.
Oh damn, we going back day.
For me, it was one of like yes, back in the day. Like, but that's when it was just so much fun. Like, so, like for me, wrestling is it's a really just fond memory for me because it was just a time spent with my dad. Like my dad's no longer here, but like those are just one of the most fun moments I've had like in my childhood. And then we would also like wrestle a lot. Like me and my dad, like we would wrestle and try to practice like the same moves. And then like I enjoyed it so much when I started school. Like I used to get in trouble a lot for wrestling boys.
Oh shit!
A lot. And I went to a Catholic school. Yeah, I went to a Catholic school, so that was frowned upon.
Wow.
But I loved it. And then, even though it's like it's a scripted show, I didn't know that like when I was younger, right? Because for a while, I really wanted to, like, I don't know if it's because I loved violence as a child. I don't know what it is. But any movie where someone was fighting, like, I wanted to do it, right? And I think it was one day I was wrestling, like, at school, and I think it was, like, one little girl was just like, it's not real. And, like, I don't know, it, like, broke my heart. Like, it broke my heart, right? And it's just like, what do you mean it's not? Like, that's how I felt. And then, like, I kind of just stopped watching it. I think when I was about 10, I probably stopped watching it, 10, 11.
Oh, Lord.
Because I just felt like, what was the point? Like, what was the point? And it just reminded, when she said that, it made me feel like, okay, growing up, my mom watches soap operas, right?
Mm-hmm.
I cannot stand soap operas. Like, I can't stand them. Like, I cannot stand them. And so it made me feel like that's what it was, I just felt like it wasn't as authentic. But, I mean, I know the difference now, like, as I've gotten older. But back then, that's what kind of just turned me off. like to it, right? And then I didn't get back into it until I think when The Rock came on. Like when he first came on and he was like, I mean, he was a little corny.
That was about
but
96, 6-ish.
yeah.
Yeah.
So was that 94? I don't know. So I was high school then when I was like, okay, maybe, and it was mainly just because he was cute. I'm just told a little girl about it. He was just cute. But that damn eyebrow raise, like I got sick of that shit. Like after a while, there's just certain shit I'm just like, all right, I'm done, right? But it's just I enjoy it now, right? Now that I understand it and I look back at like the history on certain wrestlers, how they got started. I've been watching like all kind of shit, like the dark side of wrestling.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been watching that, and like those documentaries is kind of what I don't know. It kind of just reignited, like, oh, let me watch it again. Like even now, like present day, right? All the beefs, all the oh gosh, I used to love it. Like John Cena and The Rock, I used to love that. Like that whole little matchup that they used to have, because I can't stand John Cena.
Ooh.
Like I like John Cena as an actor. I mean, look, some people might be upset. That's fine. I like him as an actor. Like the movies is what made me like John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
Like he is funny as I don't know what. Like acting is his thing. Like acting is his thing. Cause like okay, honestly, like tell me like who is wrestling in jeans? Like jean shorts? Come on.
Right.
Come on. And so yeah, I mean I'm a total girl about it. So I have like girly reasons as to why I didn't like certain wrestlers, but I mean it's good. I think it's definitely something I can appreciate now, especially now that I see more women, doing it. And I feel like, well, there was maybe a few. I feel like the women we see today, like had I seen them as a little, like when I was a little girl, I probably would be trying to wrestle today. Like I feel like I would be trying to do that today. Like for real.
Wow.
Like, that was the only thing I loved to do.
Well,
for a long time.
I'll tell you on my end, like I fell off wrestling early. I was about this is back in 95, so I born 92. This is 95.
Oh, you're a baby.
Oh yeah. It go back. It all starts with Barney. So I'm watching the show. The credits roll up. Barney ... Some dude. Wait a minute. Hold up. This dude in the suit. I was a big Barney fan. Barney everything. And like I bought all kind of Barney products. I had that shit. And Barney broke my heart. Like, oh snap, this dude in the suit. And
I'm sorry.
95. I'm a mama's boy. So every time mom leave the room, I follow her. So she left. I grabbed the remote, messed around with it. Boom. WCW Monday Nitro came on. And from that day, I fell in love with wrestling ever since.
I love that. You're disappointed in one show and another one gets you to become a fan. I love that.
Oh man, I have like, I'm such a wrestling fan. I remember stuff they would like you to forget. Because like there's some stuff like wrestling has good side, bad side, dark side, ugly side, awkward moments, everything in between. Like this one time, I never forget 2001. I want to say it's March 2001 on Raw. Not Stephanie, Trish Stratus. She's kind of screwed Vince McMahon at WrestleMania. It's like I'll do anything to get in your graces, Vince. Bark like a dog, Trish. Now I'm like, so first he had this road, and then bark like a dog and everything. Now, to a non-wrestling fan, this is like so fucked up. To a wrestling fan, we get it. It's like she screwed you over. She was your quote unquote friend. But so the back of our mind, okay, you smashing somewhere. But she's your friend because he's a married man. But she's your friend. She won't get back in your good graces. So the wrestling fan, we get it. Non-wrestling fan, I know about this. So I remember one time, 2001, watching my god brother. I kind of made him watch with me, And in the middle of the show, we watching SmackDown. Chris writing about to score Chris Jericho through the screen, and right in the middle of the show, this brother of mine decides to tell me wrestling is the F word. So when we don't say it in this business, wrestling is quote unquote fake. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
I see that, but I was a little girl. I was a little girl in my defense because that's what my friend said when I was young. So, but it's not. But it's not. If you watch like the documentaries, it's not. You need to tell to watch documentaries.
Oh man! So then the older friend of mine just sparred me up to it. He said, "Well, basically, wrestling it is, although it's scripted, people do have. It's real enough. People need surgery. Because it's one thing to give me a script, tell me what to do. There's another thing to go out there and do it. And just like every TV show you watch." The only difference is in wrestling, we can't yell cut. You're live, so whatever happens, it's gonna happen. And then if you screw up in the promo, God forbid somebody screws up in the promo, and they show the word or something, you just messed up in front of thousands of people live. There's no start. Let me start over. There's no I need to do that again. None of that. You just messed up live.
Well, yeah, I mean, it happens.
Oh, man.
I mean, it definitely happens. I think the one thing, though, like, I wish I was able to go to, like, growing up was just once, just, like, go to, like, one of the WrestleManias.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I've always felt like if I could just go to just one, it's like... I don't know, it's like, oh gosh, that would be the dream, but unfortunately, that has not happened yet. I've
been blessed to go to 2 WrestleManias, 30 in New Orleans. By the way, next year, we're going to be back in New Orleans. I don't know the date, but we'll be back in New Orleans next year for WrestleMania 42. And I did go to what was that, 30, 38, 39, 40. So WrestleMania 30, I gotta back time for that. 2018. I got what number that is. 2018, we were in New Orleans Superdome, and I was let's go to 2 WrestleManias. Let me tell you something. It's expensive as hell, but it's worth it. WrestleMania.
It's worth it. Okay.
WrestleMania 30. I went there. My grandpa, who's like just amazing. This dude wrote me a check for like I think it was $200. I said, I'm gonna pay you back. He said, no, don't worry about it. I'm like, any other man be like, I want my money back.
Of course.
My grandpa gave me a $200 check and refused to have me pay him back.
Because your grandpa loves you. Like, I mean, but that's the kind of things we do. Like, like I would do something like that for my grandkids if I ever have grandkids at some point in life. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just something. It's the joy of it, right? Like, I think it's different. I know for kids, it's a lot of like, you get to see these cool wrestling moves. They're almost like live action heroes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like people you kind of look up to. And I think for men, it's just like you get a chance to kind of relive like those childhood memories, or just a chance to just kind of escape and get away for a while from like the real world and enjoy something that you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Just something that truly just makes you happy. And I love when, like, especially, like, when you watch the shows and I see, like, fathers and sons out there. Like, for me, I think that is just, like, it's just the best. Like, it always touches me because, like, yeah, it's a bunch of guys fighting, but it's just the time that they're spending together, That's something about that.
I love that because, like, wrestling growing up, like, every show I ever gone to, I rarely saw girls who actually enjoyed the show. I saw big brothers, little brothers, dads, sons, grandpa, grandkids. I rarely see girls who actually like the show.
Because I think it just depends on, like, as we get older and all of that, it's like, girls aren't supposed to watch that kind of thing, Or, like, even if they do, it's like, we're not supposed to. I told you I got in trouble for wrestling, boy. Apparently, I wasn't supposed to be doing that, It was a problem, and it's just like, Because and then also it just depends and like the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because and it just depends on what society says. Girls are supposed to be dainty, we're not supposed to be rough and all that. Man, I was a tomboy. For like growing up, I was a tomboy.
Mm-hmm.
Like you cannot tell me I was always like running with the boys. Like I wasn't into like pink. I wasn't into all of that. Like I wasn't.
Yeah.
Like take me to the arcade and let's play video games where I can shoot something, and we are good.
Yeah. So I want to well, first of all, have you seen the Royal Rumble for this year?
I did, but I fell asleep.
Ah.
Don't laugh at me. I fell asleep because I have to finish it. But I did fall asleep. I caught some of it. Do not ask me what I think who does what or whatever, because I do not know.
Well, let me catch you up here. The Royal Rumble 2025, of course, everybody knows that the winner of those two matches, they have championship matches at WrestleMania. For the women, Charlotte Flair has her choice. Ric Flair's daughter, by the way, has her choice of Tiffany Stratton, the current women's champion for SmackDown, or girl name. I got the girl name. Let's say, hang on, I gotta look her up. The current Raw Women's Champion. What's the girl name? Oh, Lord. Yeah, I'll second.
I don't know. Maybe pause here for a minute,
All
and
right.
we can find out.
Let's see here.
Okay.
I'm here. Hang on a second. She's with Dominic Mysterio. Look her up, look him up, and I'll find out who the current SmackDown thing is. All right. Okay, see here. All right, look it up here. Liv Morgan, there you go. All right, Liv Morgan. So, hang on a second here. All right.
Did you see my message?
Hang on, let me see here. 1 second. I'm gonna see. Let me get. Trying to open it up here. Won't let me open.
Oh no, I wasn't sure if you were still recording. That's why I just sent you a message.
Oh yeah, I am. We're still recording.
Oh.
I was looking it up here. Liv Morgan is the current Raw Women's Champion.
Okay, no, I just because I had sent you a message.
Let me see. If my phone won't let me open. Oh, I see why I got. I got to let me log on my laptop. Discord. Okay.
You see it?
Hang on 1 second here. All right. I'll go to this one. Oh, I see. Okay. Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, I just didn't want to because I wasn't sure, and I was just like, let me just send this real quick.
All right, no problem. We do part 2 in a little while.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, I need to know who your favorite wrestler is of all time, and I need to know, like, because for me, I don't know, it's hard for me to choose between, like, The Undertaker and Macho Man.
It happens to be Undertaker.
For real?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice choice. Okay, yes, let's pick this back up. Okay, cool.
All right.
Nice choice.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we apologize. We'll do part 2 in just in a little while, and we'll get right back with you. All right.